So she came up to me and this girl was like, Jasmine, are you bisexual? Good morning, Modesto. What's up, you guys? If you are new here, it is nice to meet you. My name is Jazz. PB&Jazz is my new YouTube name. I don't know if you guys could tell by below, but that's my new YouTube channel name now. I decided to go with something a little different. I don't know, it just spoke volumes to me. Or maybe I was hungry. Honestly, I don't really know. Today, I'm bringing you guys something a little different because I haven't done this on this channel yet. And my life isn't exactly too like party-like. It's not like Jessie, you know, it doesn't feel like a party every day. So I'm giving you guys a story time. My story time today is gonna be about betrayal, hurt, pain. It's gonna be about something heart-wrenching, heartbreaking. As a girl's girl, I feel like I do so much for people and I be wanting the best and most genuine relationships with people, but it's so hard to get that. This story time is about how someone who I thought was my best friend exposed me and my biggest, deepest, darkest secret to the entire school. Yes, I said that very correct. That's heartbreaking. I would have never expected that from anybody. I wouldn't even expect it from this person, especially considering the fact that we were just so cool, so close. We were the best of friends, but I thought wrong. So without further ado, we're gonna just jump straight into the story. So let's get to it. Just to give you guys a little bit of clarification, a little bit of background. This story takes place back in middle school. Yes, I know there was drama in middle school, la-di-da-di-da. I know I'm an adult now, but this still like rings very heavy on my heart even to this very day. But it does, you know, there's a lesson to this, I promise. Just give me a second here. Middle school years are, you know, kind of the years of immaturity. It's like the year of everybody trying to figure out who they are. Like, we're getting a little bit curious. Did you hear me when I said curious? Around this time, a lot of people are going through changes, and these changes can sometimes be anything from hormonal changes in friendships and relationships. It could be anything, honestly. The most important one around this time, and mind you, this is the early 2000s we're talking about. Keep in mind, we're in 2023. We're not back in the 50s, the 60s, where this wasn't really accepted. It was still fairly new, and it wasn't entirely accepted around this time. Sexuality. We are having a change in sexuality, trying to figure out what we like. Our hormones are kind of getting somewhere, and that, you know, it kind of causes you to think, well, dang, is my gun pink? Is it blue? Is it purple? Shoot, I don't even know. The blossoming effect of bi-curiosity comes about. Around this time, a lot of the girls and people in general, you know, kind of shied away from that. And you know, kids are very immature too. One thing is for certain, you are the byproduct of your environment. Most kids usually learn from homophobic parents that being homosexual or having some kind of interest in the same sex is not normalized and it's not accepted within any kind of household. Around this time, as a young person who was starting to kind of question it, it's not fond of at all. And most people, I'm pretty sure, have gone through the exact same thing. But it's also hard to tell people about it because now, you know, people are getting a little, okay, what's her deal? Like, I have literally witnessed and have heard past classmates of mine. Like, there was this one girl I remember in one of my classes. I remember it vividly. There was a group of girls that were talking and they were like, oh yeah, you know, I'll just name her Cherry. Oh yeah, did y'all hear that Cherry is bisexual? I don't really care, but like, I kind of gotta stay away from her a little bit because I don't want her making any passes on me. Which used to be like the main thing that was in everybody's head. Like, the first thing people think when they find out that somebody likes the same sex or, like, you know, could potentially like them, their delulu minds think that they have a thing for them, which is barely even the case. You know, she lost a lot of friends because of it, and this is about to get into my story. So we're gonna name this best friend Lemonhead. Lemonhead and I had met my 7th grade year of middle school. I had technically just moved to this school. It was a college preparatory school in Florida. Most people will probably know what school I'm talking about. I don't want to really disclose any names or any institutions. I'm new here. I don't really know too many people. I do remember in one of these classes, I met my friend Lemonhead. Lemonhead and I were getting really close. We started talking. We were really cool. You know, she was a really good friend of mine. You know, I invited her to my birthday parties. For some of our spirit weeks, we even like used to match. Like, we even matched for twin day, okay? Like, we were literally living the life, okay? I was in a class. It wasn't a class that Lemonhead was in because the college prep school was kind of like, I guess you could say it was almost like high school or college, where you have different students in each of your classes. Unlike the other school that I went to, the other school that I went to, you pretty much had the same people in your classes, so couldn't really do much about it. I was actually in one class. I had one classmate who had told me, because she was like, listen, yeah, be careful about Lemonhead, because, you know, if you say one thing to set her off or one thing to make her mad, she will literally try to tell something about you, or she'll literally talk behind your back about you. I didn't know how to take that, because honestly, one, you're talking about my best friend. Okay, my little delulu self was like, listen, don't be talking about my best friend like that. Like, that's not cool. Like, in my head, I just thought to myself, okay, no, she could never do something like that to me. Like, she had to did this to like somebody like she absolutely hated. Not to mention, she and I didn't really fight for real. We never really had too much confrontation, and we never really had too many arguments, so I didn't really see a reason why she would even think to target me in any kind of way. But boy, was I wrong. Moving forward, we were in a computer class of some sort. I can't really think of what it was. I remember we had a bit of a disagreement about something. We were kind of upset with each other about something. I don't know. It was something so small too. Like, I think it had something to do with grades or something. Like, she got mad at me because I disagreed with her about something pertaining to a grade or something pertaining to tests. It was something like so small, like you would think, girl, you are doing the most. But she made it big of a deal because she was just a very sensitive person, and like I said, we were all going through changes and we were all a little hormonal. The only time you really need to be getting sensitive is if they talking out your name, if they talking politics, religion, pop culture, Beyonce, talking about Blue Ivy, talking about police brutality, you know what I'm saying? It's anything, you know what I'm saying? Miss Ma'am was so upset that apparently she didn't want to talk to me for a little bit. Hello. I'm recording. Oh, sorry. And that's something that the friend actually also told me. The other classmate, she had told me that, yeah, she won't talk to you for like a week or two, which I thought was insane, because I'm like, what the heck? Like, fast forward, I guess we're not talking. So, you know, I'm going on about my day. I'm not worried about this girl. I said, listen, whenever she's ready to come back, she's ready to come back. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not too big on astrology, but I guess in case you guys want to know, I'm a Libra. You know, I'm pretty laid back. I'm more of a mediator type. I'm more all about love and peace. I'm all about being the peacemaker. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're ready to talk, be woman about it, then we can just come together and just love each other again, you know? So yeah, I was basically just giving her space, honestly, personally. I mean, eventually it was almost like we just started talking again, like nothing happened for real, so I wasn't really tripping on it. But come history class, outside of the class that I took with Lemon Drop, I had a girl come up to me. It was, you know, one of my classmates that I talked to every now and again. I mean, I didn't really talk to her that much anyway, but like, you know, she just felt the need to come up to me and talk to me. And, you know, oh shoot, hold on. Let me go back. Around this time, like, I was exploring my sexuality. I guess you could say I was in what you may call bi questioning. This, in fact, is me questioning whether or not I may be bisexual or not. And, you know, Lemon Drop being my best friend, you know, I just had nobody to talk to about this. I couldn't talk to my parents about it because obviously, you know, in my Christian household, that was just not something I felt dear in myself to talk about with them. Around this time, I only had one person I could really go to talk about this with, that being Lemon Drop. Lemon Drop was my best friend. I felt like I could tell her anything because we told each other everything. So, you know, it was one time during lunch or during a class that, you know, where we were just having a chill day. And, you know, I told her, I was like, you know, Lemon Drop, I don't know, but like, I feel like I might be bisexual. And I told her that, and you know, she was like, oh my God, really? And you know, I was like, yeah, but please don't tell anybody because, you know, like, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. I don't know how I really feel yet because like I said, I was still in questioning. I wasn't too sure because, you know, I'm a young girl. Like, you're not too set on like what exactly you are. So yeah, I was just telling her like, please, don't tell nobody. Like, don't do that. Because the last thing I wanted to be was like Cherry. I didn't want to be Cherry. I didn't want to get popped. I didn't want to be like Cherry. I didn't want to lose friends. I got scared. I hated being confronted about things. I hated being hated. My little naive self just could not handle that. Yeah, I told her that, and she promised. Like, she literally promised. She said, listen, I swear. And she swore too, which was even more crazy. Like, girl, be so for real. How you gonna swear? Like, you know that's wrong. You know, she was literally just hyping it up. She had me thinking, okay, you know, she gonna lock it in the safe and keep it there, okay? But no, she didn't do that. She ain't do that, and I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how I found out. Going into my history or math class, I was just walking in, like the bell was about to ring, but you know, I had just got to my class. We were like in the middle of the bell, so you know, class didn't start just yet. But as people were coming in, there was one girl that came up to me, and she had an interesting look on her face. Like, she had a look of concern. I'm gonna name her Orange. She came up to me, and mind you, I didn't really talk to Orange like that. Orange got her own little posse, so I didn't really think to like pay her any mind. But I don't know, it was like some kind of concerned look on her face when she came up to me, and I didn't know how to feel about that. So I was like, okay, what is going on with this girl? Why is she staring at me like that? Why she look like she about to bring me some bad news? I don't like that. So she came up to me, and this girl was like, Jasmine, are you bisexual? I kid you not. Like, literally, she walked up to me with her friends, and her little concerned look on her face, she walked up to me and she said, Jasmine, are you bisexual? Like, literally, my stomach dropped to a whole nother dimension, okay? I was like literally like in a state of shock. I honestly was paused for so long. Like, honestly, even if I did try to cover it up, they would know I was lying. And honestly, I still try to cover it up. Like, I was like, no, like, who would tell you that? Like, I'm not gay. Like, I don't like girls. Some girls had overheard her asking me the question. She was like, Jasmine, you like girls? And I was like, girl, what? And then next thing you know, it's literally the talk of all the classroom. Like, literally people coming up to me asking me, it's like, is it true that you're bi? I was getting so heated. I was getting so frustrated. Because mind you, I was being a little slow at the time. Because I was like, who could have even heard this? Like, I didn't even tell anybody. So I thought, like, who could have actually told somebody this? Like, why would y'all make this? Why? Ooh, I almost cursed. Why would y'all make this up? Like, if anything, I'm an outcast. None of you guys really even know me for real. Like, y'all don't even talk to me like that to even be concerned about me or my life. So how y'all gonna come up to me and ask me a question as if it affects y'all? So I'm over here heated. Like, I'm like so burned up. I'm churning up. Like, I'm getting nervous. I'm getting anxious. I'm getting worried. I'm like, bro, is my secret spilling out? Is people finna like drop my name and everything? Like, because the word is like literally getting around. And y'all know how gossip works. Like, it spreads like a disease. It spreads like corona. Ooh. it spreads like a pandemonium. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I couldn't have that. Like, literally, I was literally trying to clear my name. Like, that's how hard it was. I felt like a celebrity trying to clear her name because false rumors are going around, even though it's not even false. Like, it's actually true, but like, I didn't want y'all to know that. That's not your business. I told them that. I'm like, bro, no, that's not even true. Like, no, like, bro, like, why are y'all even saying that? Like, why would y'all even say that? Like, be so for real. Be so for real. It took everything in my mind and my body to like, cause I was shaking up. Like one thing about me, when I get nervous or when I get overwhelmed, I start shaking up and I start getting choked up. Like, it sounds like I'm really about to start crying. I was like, I would have never thought anybody would have told on me. Like, I'm over here trying to like look through my thoughts, look through my library, look through my little encyclopedia of all the people that I've known throughout my life or people that I've known through the school. And I'm trying to figure out who the heck could have known, because I don't tell everybody my personal business like that. So who could have even told that business? And then it hit me because I wasn't talking to her for a little bit, so I kind of forgot about her presence a little bit. And then it came to my head. I was like, there was only one girl that I've told this to. I ain't told this to nobody else. And then in my head, I'm like, let me drop. Girl, my best friend, my ride or die, my ace boo coon. No. No. It couldn't have been her. She swore on it. Like, there's just no way she could have told. Like, there's just no way. Like, us being our little 13-year-old selves, we're very mature. We are mature young ladies. Like, we would never tell anybody's business because we make sure to put the two fingers together and pinky promise. We even pinky promised on that. There's just no way she would have told. Okay? No way. But then my little Delulu self over time was just thinking to myself like, girl, my subconscious literally smacked the living daylights out of me. It was like, girl, let me drop told on you, bro. So I'm like, wow, okay. All right. That's cool. To be honest with you, and y'all are probably gonna hate me for this. Like I said, the Libra in me doesn't like confrontation. So guess what I didn't do? I didn't confront her. Instead, I did what the most maturest girl would have done. I moved in silence. I stepped back from her. Cause I was like, nah, I would have never thought a friend of mine would have done something like that. Like, that just doesn't even make any sense to me. Like, why would she have done that? Like, that doesn't even make sense. I would have never done something like that to her. I never told any of her secrets, especially like being a current friend too. Like, I would never expose you like that. Especially something that's like a deep secret to you. Nah, I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't bring myself to do something like that. Like, emotionally speaking, like, I couldn't do that. I just couldn't. Yeah, I took a step back from her. I knew better than to not take that girl's advice when she told me not to be telling any secrets to her. I knew I should have listened to her, but my little Delulu naive self thought it was okay to do so. And I did it. But guess what? I learned my lesson, honey. I told myself, nope, we's not gonna do this no more. So let me got dropped. And I don't feel bad about it. We talked again eventually, but we kind of talked on and off. We were just acquaintances at that point. Cause honestly, she broke my trust. She really did. Already coming to that school, it was already hard to make friends. Something like that to happen, it really made me have to be on guard about things and about my personal life and my personal business. Y'all already know, eventually like the gossip fades, but you know, as a child, it's like people just take it to the extreme. People are just so immature and so ignorant. Don't be going around telling people's business, especially somebody who genuinely trusts you enough to be vulnerable with you. Like, okay, sure, elementary and middle school kids, honestly, can't really take that serious. But once you get to like maybe high school or college, honestly, you're getting older. Y'all gotta have a little bit of morals to know that not everybody deserves to know your business. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your personal life. They don't deserve anything that has to do with you, especially if you know that they're people who talk. Seeing some people's true colors takes you having to be around them enough to hear how they act around different people. If you see them talking about other people, or if you witness them talking about other people behind their back, then you should know that they're most likely talking about you behind their back. So, I mean, that's just kind of how it works. Me and her didn't really talk for a little bit. Eventually, our 8th grade formal came around. You know, we chatted it up, you know, we danced and stuff. Like, we was cool, whatever. I looked a hot mess, but you know what? It's fine. That's not the point here. But make it make sense to me. Hold on. I need y'all to understand something. I remember, like, she had brought some guy to the dance that was apparently her boyfriend. And she's like, oh, you see that guy over there? And I was like, so I looked over there, and yeah, it was another boy. Like, he looked like all the other guys, to be quite frank with you. Basically, her family didn't know, and she has strict parents. She had strict parents, and her parents didn't allow her to date. So basically, she was messing with the little boy on the side, and they had like a little secret relationship, and she was making me promise not to tell anybody. Yeah, alright. This was kind of a quick little story time. Honestly, I don't know if it was entertaining enough for you. I don't know if you guys really like stories like these. Like, I know most girls like those fighting stories or toxic friends. This was middle school drama, so I doubt that anybody really will take this serious. But I do have an Instagram, and I also now have a TikTok. So if you guys would like to follow me on both of those social platforms, you are more than welcome to. I'll leave them right over here for you guys. As you guys know, we're also on the road to 1K. So please, please, please sub up so we can get to that milestone. Thank you guys for watching my video. That was the story of the time that my toxic or fake best friend exposed me to the entire school. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. From the green tea connoisseur herself, from me to you, I hope you guys are drinking your green tea. Yeah, I've been sipping on this because, you know, I get a little parched. Make sure you guys sub up, like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell. Do all that stuff if you love and enjoy my videos, especially if you want to see more from me, and if you guys just want to follow my journey and just want to join the other lovely community that I have. Until next time, I love you guys. It has been me, Jazz, and I will see you guys later.